lifters and veil lifters often are in bed these days until well into the day, and this is one of those days. But I'm getting this crystallized vision and understanding of so much right now that I just have to talk to you with as much of my face as is present. On February 15th, 1995, I experienced, with my body and my soul and my spirit, what I would call the lifting of the veils. I was shown a huge, like almost metallic iron garage door opener, if you can imagine, that was blocking the sun from shining on the earth. And this all happened in my dream, in my sleep time. And I was as big as, like, gosh, maybe the Big Pink in Portland. I was as tall as that. So like 12 stories or 20 stories high. And I reached down. I was like this huge goddess energy. I reached down and pulled the garage door opener off, and it was very locked, the iron grip of it. And I realized I was changing the magnetics, was what was happening. But I felt my hand, and I think I was personifying this universal divine feminine energy, ending the reign of the false masculine on earth. But it was really happening in my body. I felt it, and I put my hand on this garage door opener at the bottom, bending down, and then I pulled it with this great force. And it came, and I pulled it until it was all the way off, and the sun was shining fully on the earth. That was 20 years ago. 20 years ago, 8 months and 16 days exactly that occurred. It was February 15th, February 15th, 1995 is when this occurred. Do I dare turn the light on this scary face? Hey, it's Halloween. Why not? All right. Oh, that is the light. That was the light off. Okay. Well, anyway. So 20 years, 8 months, and 16 days ago, the veil was lifted. The end of the imposter grid control of the earth was lifted on the inner planes 20 years, 8 months, and 16 days ago. And this morning I woke up and it was told to me that it's done. It's now lifted in at the third dimensional level. What was done on February 15th, 1995 has reached into the third dimensional level, and it's been done. And what this means is that negative alien control of the planet has been handed back to the Divine Mother. The Divine Mother has restored her umbilicus with her daughter, the Earth. Our beautiful Earth is no longer held ransom by the negative aliens. The divine loving conduit that allows the beautiful divine feminine, beautiful divine mother of this earth. It's funny how this part of my face is in the dark right now. Well, whatever. I'm just going with it. The divine mother energy has returned to the earth, everybody. They don't have control of her life force delivery to us. And this happened on the table in acupuncture yesterday. I was working it, or Thursday. This is about returning the true Stonehenge. The false Stonehenge in the UK has been put out of business. The true Stonehenge of the mother's true navel link up to her daughter Earth, which is in Ireland. And I got to ask Mara Luasa where it is in Ireland. But I guarantee you it has been restored to Ireland. The true Divine Mother access point on the earth, which is in Ireland, I think it's Southern Ireland, has been restored, which means the Mother Ark, which is a turquoise, it's an aqua frequency. that is the ray, the color of the Holy Mother, is an aqua frequency that penetrates into the third dimension at the navel point of the earth. And I've been holding this in embodiment. I have literally been holding my navel point, trying to prevent the negative aliens from siphoning me into suffocation. Since 1999, I've been actively holding most of my waking hours, my hand on my navel point. My husband often putting his hand, feet, whatever's present on my navel point to help prevent the siphon. Well, I don't have to do that anymore. The siphon has been shut down. The return of the Mother Ark is fully into the navel of the earth, coming into Ireland. So this is a great victory, everybody. And on a practical level, what this means is that everything that is false, every superimposed mental construct is going to have to fall. And the spontaneous now moment of mind in service to love is the only game to be played on earth. Now, how long this will take for all this mental energy to settle out in every human being on the planet and every sentient being, this is going to affect every sentient being, right? Especially one that possesses a mental body, because the mental body coordinates are being returned from a hijacked 1111 masculine spin. 1313 is always the spin of the goddess. The spin of the goddess never changes. She cannot be corrupted. She's just thrown out of matter. She's thrown out of the earth. She couldn't be in the earth, right? The 1313 could not be in the earth because of this false siphoning, which goes back to the Orion Wars, which is a total galactic thing, intergalactic warfare, truly. And it goes back to 5,500 years ago in Iraq, Samaria, when the negative aliens injured the grid of Earth. The original grid of the Earth was ripped. They ripped a hole in the time-space continuum in the grid of the Earth and pulled the Divine Mother energy right out of it and brought in the invasion. They invaded with this 55 reversal spiral, which is what we have just put out of business by bringing down the false Stonehenge and restoring it to the true Stonehenge, bringing the Mother Ark, her power on earth, restoring that lower spin. We know the masculine and the feminine Merkaba, right? It's like the upper triangle and the lower triangle. They each have a spin. Now, the upper spin is supposed to be at 1212. But the negative aliens hijacked it into an 1111 spin, which blocks out the feminine. So what we're going to see is this massive, massive return to balance of everything in creation. That this 1212 masculine spin enables the 1313 of the lower triangle to fully exist within Earth. And so some of my friends are having symptoms of vertigo. Some of them are in car accidents. There are going to be a lot of things happening to people to return them to the balance point. And it doesn't have to be anything cataclysmic. Hopefully it will be a rather gentle return to this balance point, but it's going to be something in your life that's, especially if you're a frontline light worker that's really going through this return to balance right now. Hello, nostril, my left nostril. It's funny because I was hit by a basketball when I was 14 and it smashed my left nostril. So it's interesting. We're talking about the return of the feminine. Well, that left nostril is so much part of the feminine, right? The feminine body. That beautiful feminine body was compromised by being smashed by a basketball, which is kind of what the negative aliens did to the Divine Mother. It's like, oh, you want to breathe air through your Earth vehicle? I don't think so. So who knows? Maybe I'll finally get that healed by my beautiful friend Deanna Simonson, who does amazing neurocranial restructuring. She puts a balloon up there and expands it. So whatever is going to happen to rebalance us, this is really a victory for the divine feminine in us. And so she's going to rebalance us, because our true essence, which is our divine blueprint, is a masculine and feminine in perfect balance. And just because this video is so long, I think I'm going to make it a two-parter, just so you can kind of soak in what has been said so far, right? This is the dismantling of that which blocked the feminine from the earth grid. And in this next video, we're going to talk about the return to balance and what we might see in our physical bodies, in our mental bodies, in our spiritual beings, and what we might see outpressing on the earth, in our economic structures, in our whole way of being with the earth. So that's the next video, the return to balance.